Hey, what is going on, guys? I am Ventus Toons, and this is a video I've been meaning to make for a while, should I say? Yeah, basically, quite a few people now are asking me how I trade and stuff like that. I've only just started getting into it, so this is just going to be kind of one of those, newbie tutorials. I've never done a tutorial before, I don't think. I'm not very good at explaining things, but I will try my best. Basically, I got a Man of War Stat Trek in a case. I'll link a video down below if you want to see the reaction and all that kind of good stuff. Yeah, and what I did with that, it went for like £60 at the time. I ended up getting a knife, like a pretty shitty one, like a Boreal Forest butterfly knife, I think it was. That was my first ever CSGO knife. And currently I am at, I'll quickly show you, I'm at this butterfly knife Crimson Web, which goes for around about on average £96, something like that. So, in the last couple of weeks I've made round about, the Boreal Forest knife now goes for about 47. So, I've made round about 40 to £50 profit just trading up knives. I think I've traded something like 15 altogether to get that kind of profit. But yeah, that's just showing that I kind of understand what I'm doing a little bit. And, a lot of people ask me, how do you do it? How do I know whether I'm getting a good trade? All that kind of stuff. So this hopefully will explain a little bit more. So, I'm not getting asked all the time what I'm doing and is this a good trade or not. I'm not going to go into trading with keys because I haven't done that myself. I'm just going to basically say, my personal preference on how to trade. I've watched videos myself on, what stuff to do and not do, so I'm going to put them into, like, my personal view. But obviously this isn't the correct way. I don't think, there is obviously a correct way. I mean, it's working, but this is just my way. There's different ways out there. There's different, other people may disagree with how my trading method is, but like I said, this is just to show you I'm obviously a beginner, so I don't really know too much. I don't know much about float values, all that kind of stuff. I'm just into the quick trades, get a knife, move on, sort of business. So yeah, first of all, what you will do is you'll go on CSGO Lounge, and if you already have a knife, you go open. This never seems to work, or the last couple of days it hasn't been working properly. I don't know why. But basically, you just keep clicking this until your inventory comes up. This is if you already have a knife and you want to, trade up to a better knife. I probably should start off with, the first thing that I did was set myself a goal for that. What knife I want. My ideal knife that I want to work my way up to is a Huntsman Fade factory new, which I believe on average goes for around about £130. Yeah, as you can see, this isn't working. Yeah, it goes for like £130, something like that. The reason that I've set that goal is because if I get to a knife that I like the look of, then I'm more likely going to stop at that knife if I'm not trading up for I don't have that goal set. I had a Huntsman minimal wear that I really did like, but literally like the next day I traded it because I had that goal. Here we go. So yeah, just to set up a quick trade, all you do is say this butterfly knife. I've already got one up, so I'm not going to do it. Oh, screw it, we'll do it anyway. So yeah, you just, click on it, it goes into here, click any offers, any knife, or if you just want to search for whatever knife you want, say like, I know I could go for a butterfly, for some reason you got to search like completely, the actual name and stuff. Butterfly, blue steel we'll go for. So just butterfly blue, and then the one that I'd go for would be the blue steel field tested. Not field tested, sorry, would go for the minimal wear. These numbers at the bottom, by the way, don't pay attention to. I've got this thing in the top corner here, which is Launch Destroyer. That's just a Google Chrome app. If you got Google Chrome, I recommend getting it. It just makes it look a lot easier. That I think is the last one that's sold on the market, and then if you click Show Steam Market Price, that's the one that's currently cheapest on the market. That's what I think. It just doesn't update I think it updates like every half an hour or something. So Show Steam Market Price is the actual, that updates instantly, basically. I told you I'm not very good at explaining stuff. Hopefully you'll understand what's going on with me and my mouse, I guess. So yeah, then it's always nice to write a little message. The ones that don't have messages, I'll go into a little bit more once I'm starting to search for, you know, knives and stuff. I'll explain that a bit. But what I usually do, you can write anything, you know, just to try and let people know. Most people don't even pay attention to what's being said down here, but I usually just put 1-to-1 only. Send me a trade offer, or show me here, and then with a little few arrows just to let them know that it's, you know, here. And do not add me. But people will always still add you. You get a lot of bots adding you and stuff as well, especially if it is, and then you just click post trade. But because I've already got this one done, I can't post it again. But if you do post trade, it goes up. So here's my current trades at the minute. I think every half an hour you get to bump it, which will just push it to the top of the list. And this is how this is what I've been doing. I spend like an hour, probably a couple hours a day, maybe watching my YouTube videos and then keeping an eye on this. And these will be the knives that I search for. Now, how to find which knife to go for next, you go to steamanalyst.com. I'll put a link down below. As you can see, I've been searching for this, and this shows you the average price over the last week or so. It tells you if it's going up or down, but at the minute everything's going up because of what happened in India, like 11 sold for 2. Don't pay attention to this graph, and don't pay attention to this graph. Literally all I use this for is this. This is literally the only thing I use it for, is the average price. So you can search for any knife you want. So we have a butterfly crimson web. This one's a lot easier to search because you don't have to use full words and stuff. Crimson web, and ours is field tested. So the average price is £96.61. So yeah, we're going to be looking for stuff that's above that in average price. Now to do that, you go to prices and price list, and this shows you the prices of everything. Pretty much, not the the super expensive ones that are over market price. That I think we can only go up to 286 or something, or 256. I think it might be. Click average price, so it shows like the cheapest, and then you just go across all the way till you find your price. So this works with anything. This isn't just knives, but I'm just using knives as an example. It will do this occasionally, or at least for me it does. So as you can see, we're up to £15 now, average price. Let me just find 96, find where ours is on the market, which will be here. So anything above this has an average price that is higher. I personally stay away from stat track knives because the videos that I watched said it, and it does kind of make sense, because what you also need to pay attention to is on the Steam market. Which one should we check out? We'll check out a Stat Track Huntsman knife, well worn. So we'll just go to search. What you need to do really to trade up is get knives that, this is for quick sell knives. I'm not too sure about ones that you want to keep hold of and stuff. But sell a lot on the market quite quick. So like the one that I have, sells 2-3 a day, maybe more. This one sold 1 in April the 3rd, then nothing sold for like almost a whole month. Then it went down to 64. So there's only been like in the past month, I don't know, 6, 7, 5 were sold there. So not a lot really sold. So it's not a desirable knife. Not many get placed up on the market. Obviously, because it's stat track, it's going to be a lot more rare, but it's not desirable. People don't go, oh yeah, but if I'm going to get a knife, I'm going to get a stat track knife. No, not many people really care about that. So I'd stay away from stat tracks personally. I'd also stay away from gut knives and flip knives, unless it's a factory new fade, marble fade, any the desirable ones. Don't just stay away from them. They're hard to get rid of. If it's a knife that you personally want, go for it. But I just think stay away from the knives that people don't really want, because then it's going to be harder to trade them. There's a smaller market out there to trade. You want to try and keep that market as big so you can keep quick trading. So yeah, what I do to find mine is, we've got the butterfly knife crimson web here. I'd go down, and then you search for you know, this one here would be a knife that I'd say, yeah, I do want. I mean, it's only a profit of like 50p, but it's still a profit. So you do this, you know, you click it. It's a well-worn one, which says NA for some reason. It must be new. Okay, so this one I would probably stay away from. But what you, excuse me, what you should do, like I said, don't really pay attention to this graph. Use the actual community market graph. Just because it makes it a hell of a lot, you know, it's a lot more easier to read. Like I said, I don't think this one, yeah, I would personally stay away from this one. I mean, the graph's all over the show. That's when India shit the bed. These, I don't know why there's no average price on Steam Analyst. That's really weird. But if you look, there's only 4 up at the minute. Really, you want quantities above 10, until you get to the, you know, the really high points, the really expensive knives, should I say? So yeah, that's one that I probably wouldn't get actually. So let's try and find the next one. A Huntsman knife slaughter. That's one that I have written down. The average price is $97.50. It's a desirable knife. People want a Huntsman slaughter. So before, you know, you stick up that you actually do want it, you go to the Steam Community Market. This is all just double checking, triple checking, because you don't want to lose out on the you know, the money, the upgrades and stuff. There's 13 on the market at the minute. It's above 10. If you look how many sell, you know, check in the last week how many sell, how much for. So 96, 95, 101, 100, 95, 95, 96, 97, 88. 113, 118. So this is all good signs, obviously. You know, then you go back to Steam Analysts. You see the average price isn't lying. 97 is probably that average price. It's a desirable knife. So you go to CS:GO Lounge, add it into the trade, and I did that with each one of these. Since I have been trading, I would personally stay away from case hardens. I've stuck this one in here because it is above in the Steam Analyst. Like if you go to M9 Bayonet, case hardened, I think this one's field tested. It is above, it's 98, so that's a little bit of a, you know, that's a couple £1 profit right there if you do trade it. However, take looks into account with case hardens, because case hardens are super hard to trade if you don't have a lot of blue. People tend to, you know, like a lot of blue. Don't listen to people saying, oh yeah, it's 98% gold above market price. Gold looks nasty as shit, right? Don't get gold. The more blue, I personally don't like the look of them, but you know, you're not getting these knives to look good. You're getting these knives to get upgraded, to get closer to your ideal knife, be that the Huntsman fade or be that, you know, a Karambit marble fade. It doesn't really matter. This is, you know, just the quick ones. This really, though, you know, once you get to this kind of level, I've noticed looks tend to start to get into it. Like, mine isn't a very nice looking field tested knife, I will admit. So it's going to be a bit more difficult to trade. So definitely when looking at case hardens, you know, look more blue the better. If it's, you know, 50 and above, 50% blue and above, go for it. You know, unless that's one of your personal knives that you want to get, then I would stay away. I would stay away. But take looks into account once you get round about to the £100 mark, however much that is in dollars or euros. But yeah, that's pretty much all I do to trade, really. That's knife trading at least. But it's the same, you know, deal with smaller priced items. Like I think I started off with a Guardian Factory New, and I've traded up to a Star Trek M4A1, which I think the average price is something like £12. Which is, you know, in about a week, 2 weeks, £7 profit. I haven't really been paying attention to that one though. But basically you can trade and trade and trade up until, you know, I think you can get 30 max. Oh, that's just one of the giveaways that I was doing. Yeah, you can have up to 30 cent, you know, cent offers. So yeah. When to accept it? Oh, yeah, I know which one that is. So yeah, you know, just try and get up to 30, leave it for a little bit, and then go to the next one. We have a new incoming offer. Straight away, Star Trek Bayonet, I do not want. It's a stat track. I'm not even gonna look on the market because I know it's a dumb deal to try and get that one. So how I search for knives and stuff like that, obviously, I mean, if you're not looking to quick trade or anything, you can just leave it open, hope people, you know, say like we go to the trade here, we can see what Cisco launch has been a turd. You can see what people are offering. You know, and if people do respond, try to let them know. I didn't see this guy actually. He's already traded. Damn. How does that work? That sucks. That sucks. That really sucks. Holy shit. Someone offered me the knife that I wanted. They should have sent me a trade offer, goddammit. Alright, it doesn't really matter. If one person wants it, you know, somebody else might want it. That's what you gotta look at. Oh, excuse me, my mouth is so dry right now. I've not had a drink for a while. But how to search for knives? There's different ways. There's a new one that I've recently come across, which is kind of, I guess you could say pretty cheese, because you're stealing other people's stuff, but you just go to search. You know, you can search for your knife. You put it in this side first. This is always a good thing to do. This will be quite a long video, actually. And then, you know, you can see people who are searching for your knife. This is, you know, the best way to do it. So, like this guy here, he's got a diamond. I can't say the word. I'm not going to attempt to say the word. But I'm pretty sure this one. Come on, CSGO Lounge, work. Stop being a turd, Lounge. There we go. I'm pretty sure this is one that's above. So I'm just going to quickly search it in Steam Analyst just to double check. You know, you can never be too careful. You can never be too careful. Like you don't want to lose money. Bayonet, damn. And this one is field tested, I believe. Okay, so no, I wouldn't go for this one now. I would not go for this one. With it being 9606, I'm not even going to double check field tested. It wouldn't be worth it right there. So yeah, but I think at one point I probably would have. But yeah, this is what I usually do. You know, I'll spend a little bit just searching, seeing who's searching for my knife, and a lot of the times you'll see the same ones, like blue steel well worn. You probably see a few blue steel field tested and stuff. It's because a lot of people are doing this, you know, method. So like this guy wants a butterfly plus the ad. So, you know, I'd attempt to send him a Steam offer. Let's just attempt. I think I've already tried this because I've been doing it for a little bit myself. Oh no, someone's already done it. Never mind. But that's all you gotta do. You just gotta, you know, scroll down, try and find people. You just click on the trade, send Steam offer. And with this being a Doppler, I would inspect this in game. I don't really know too much about Dopplers, but you know, they look good. If it looks good, if it's a knife that you like that's got quite a bit of blue, bit of black, bit of green. You know, I'd probably send this guy a trade offer because that looks like a pretty decent knife. So you just drag in like usual. I mean, you can say something like, say if you got a nice case hardened or this crimson web has a few quite nice, you know, webs on it, then you can let the guy know. Me personally, I don't really send messages because it's if someone sends me a message, you know, with a trade saying, oh look, it looks so good, all that kind of stuff, then I'm just a bit, you know, iffy with it. I'm like, well, why is he saying this? Just let the knife do the talking. You know, you can inspect it in game before you trade, and then you just make offer, and then you do that, you know, up until like the 30 times, until you can't offer no mores. So that's one way to look. Another way that I've recently, you know, started looking, and this is the pretty cheese way, how I think. You put it to have, so you're now looking at other people's, you know, like what they want. So you go down, say like this guy here, he doesn't have any, but what you're looking for is, you know, other people offering this guy stuff, and then you swoop in before the other guy gets a chance to respond, and try and, you know, steal that basically, because you know, the people who are posting for these guys are hoping to get a, you know, the same knife that you have. So, you know, maybe they're willing to trade you over this guy, or if you get in there before this guy sends them a trade offer or whatever, you know, they'll be accepting yours. So see if see if anyone's posted for this guy. This is the guy that so yeah, that's the guy that offered me to. Damn. See, I just want to find one just as an example. So does this guy have anything that we could possibly trade? Not really, no. But like, say if I wanted this karambit scotch, you know, this guy's offering. He obviously wants this this crimson web, which he actually has now. God damn it, this is not going well. I need to be more prepared. So you just keep scrolling until, you know, someone is here. There we go. Right, so say this guy here. Say we wanted this, you know, factory new slaughter flip knife. We don't want it, but this is just as an example. So you just go in, click on his name, click on his stuff, and send him the Steam offer. Like I said, it's kind of a cheese way, you know, to do it personally, because you're stealing over people, you know, over people who are trying to do this. So then, blah blah blah. I'm not going to do it because I don't want that. But yeah, you know, you're stealing over people's, like, I guess, you know, trade offers kind of thing. You're not, you know, stealing it, but I've only just started doing that. But I think that's quite a decent way, because you're looking for people who, you know, are looking for your knife. And the final way to do it is just go to your trades, whichever knife. Say like we wanted we do want the crimson web field tested. You just copy that, not add trade. Go to search, put it in search, and then just search for that knife. Then this guy here has any offers. Just go, yeah, I'll give you an offer. Go to Steam offer, send him the offer. Blah blah blah. Like I said, you might want to start inspecting stuff in game and stuff once you reach like the £100 mark, because looks do, you know, start to affect. See, this one looks very close to minimal wear. This one looks very close. So we could get this one. This one would be good. So I would happily trade in for that. Obviously, like I said, mine looks like shit, so I don't think it would accept it. But just send away the trade offers, and this is why you need to just try and keep as many in as possible. You know, because the more in, the more likely someone's going to accept one. Then after a couple hours, you know, if someone's not accepting any, you know, try again. So yeah, you just keep going down searching. Again, Steam offer. Just offer as many people as possible. You know, maybe go 5 per knife or something. It doesn't really matter. Whichever one you want more, whichever one's more likely going to get. See, this one looks quite field tested. But the average price is still good. So, you know, and like I said, mine looks like shit. So this is one that could possibly happen. We're going to make that offer. And then, you know, say like you've gone through a few pages of that, then go to a different one. Go say like the Huntsman Slaughter. I'm not going to do that now because there's no point. Or, you know, well, yeah, there's literally no point in doing it. But yeah, also when you get to this kind of level, try and stay away from, as you can see here, we'll have a look. You know, try and stay away from like the less, you know, the lower camos, such as the urban masks, the forest DDPAT or DDPAT. You know, try and stay away from them unless it's on like a karambit or something and it's like minimal wear. But like I'm talking, you know, Huntsman. I think there is some. Yeah, here we go. Like Huntsman Urban Mask Factory New. Nobody cares. Nobody wants an Urban Mask Factory New Huntsman. I mean, if you do, you know, you should get one pretty easily. But it's not really a desirable knife. You want to try and get the desirable knives. Plus these, you know, factory new are going to be a lot more rare, so there's not going to be as many on the market. Like I said, it's not that desirable. You want to try and stick to the desirable ones. So like a Bayonet Forest, you don't want. But like I said, karambits, you know, go for the minimal wear ones. Because that is quite desirable. It's a karambit. Everyone wants karambit. Karambit's probably like the most desirable knife on the market. Then I think it's probably M9 Bayonet and M9 Bayonet. Then either Butterfly or Bayonet. I'm still yet to choose between them. But you know, Butterfly has the I'd probably say Butterfly because butterfly has the what's it called, the motion when you inspect and stuff like that. The nice looks and whatnot. It's different. It's different to a regular knife. So yeah, that's basically all I do to trade. Like I said, don't really add people. Just kind of either block or ignore. Some people I've started to look at now. If their profile is private, then just can't. Don't even add. Don't even bother. Like this person here has nothing. Nothing. What are they going to trade me right here? So I'm just going to go straight into block. I put do not add me. People don't seem to care. But some people, may want to talk to you about your knife, or you may want to send them a trade or something like that. What I usually do is then add a nickname. So I've sent this guy a request for a bayonet night minimal wear. And I was talking to him a little bit, and he was like, can I see your knife? So I sent him a few screenshots, and he's like, right, I'll get back to you, I'll decide. So I've sent him the trade offer, it's still there waiting. But yeah, some people will add you just, when you get the lower knives, like the £50 to £70, don't bother adding people, because there's no point. But when you get to, you start getting to like the £100, when people actually care about how, much nicer one. Oh God, my throat has literally just gone mid sentence. Yeah, when people seem to care about how much does it look field tested, or is it closer to minimal wear, people like to start talking. People like to start seeing screenshots. I don't know why they don't just inspect in game, but be nice. If someone doesn't accept your trade, don't start giving them shit. They don't want to accept your trade. You giving them shit ain't gonna help nobody. So yeah, that's basically just all I do to trade, guys. If you do have any more questions, write them in the comments, tweet them at me, and I will try to do my best. But just don't, try not to send me a tweet saying, look, I have this knife, should I trade it for this knife? That's something that you need to work out on your own. It's all personal stuff. Feel free to do some of my techniques, watch a different video, and then mix it up a little bit. If my techniques, don't even help you at all, then I apologize for you watching this video. That is very poorly done. Like I said, I don't do many tutorials because I just ramble and chat shit all the time, and I'm not prepared. But yeah, like I said, hopefully this has helped you, and hopefully you can get your knife that you are looking for. But thank you for watching. If it has helped you, let us know. Drop that like, share this video. All that kind of good stuff. Help the CSGO noobs like myself. Yeah, that's just basically all I do to trade. That's literally it. Like, spam as many trade offers as you can at once. Like here I've got 19 pending. As you can see, like the last week I have over 500. Well, I have over 400, almost 500. And you scroll down, sometimes you may have to add a little bit. I tend not to. If I've got like a really crappy thing that I'm not going to do anything with, I might just add that on there, but only if the knife is worth it. Mostly I just work with one-to-ones. Like I said, I don't know anything about key trading and stuff. I haven't watched anything. I've not done that myself. But yeah, that's just my kind of thing. And when accepting, real quick, so if you got an offer and stuff, double, triple check that it's the right wear. Because a lot of the times people may send you something, say like, we want the field tested Crimson Web M9. Someone may send a well worn one, and you might just think, oh yeah, someone sent one, accept straight away. Double, triple check it. Make sure, you go over, scroll over it, make sure it says the right one. That's also when sending one. So like exterior, just double, triple check. It's definitely field tested. It's definitely field tested. Just, you don't want to lose money. You don't want to lose money in it. Also, when posting a trade, don't be a douche and be like overpay only and all that kind of stuff, because that just makes you look like you're not giving somebody a good deal. That's stupid. I literally hate that. Like when someone puts overpay only, it's just stupid. I look at it and I'm just like, no, like this is fine. Or overpaying items. Overpaying items, if someone's giving you 4 for 1, you want to overpay them, because 4 for 1 is not that great of a deal. It's going to be harder to make the money on that. But if it's like a 2 to 1 or a 1 to 1, you want to kind of make it even. That's why, this helps out a lot. So you're not going from, say, a lot of people expect, like, say the Crimson Web is 96. You know, they may go like 3 pages ahead and expect the Huntsman fade straight off the bat, like for 137 average, like, and then be like, why is no one trading me, you know, for 30 extra pounds? It's like, no one's gonna do that. So don't waste your time with stuff like that. Do the ones that are closest. Do the ones that, you know, are more desirable. That's basically it. And just, you know, double, triple check everything. You can never be too careful because, like I said, you don't want to get scammed. You don't want to lose your stuff. Mainly stick to trade offers. Don't do trade, you know, like invites to trade and stuff, because people switch out and stuff. I've heard some, you know, stories about that, and people switch out items last second and you don't realize and whatnot. So if you just stick to trade offers, you can't really get scammed. So yeah, guys, hopefully this has helped you. Sorry I rambled on a shit ton. If it has helped you, like I said, make sure to leave that like, make sure to share this video, and, you know, good luck trading, guys.